Time for the next round of trash with the next round guys. Jim Dunaway, Rockstar, LT, and Brownie over on the far end there. And it's brought to you by the great folks at Mortgage Right.
Yes, Dunaway, if you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, act now before those rates go on the rise. With locations nationwide, lending directly to home buyers, our friends at Mortgage Right, they remove the speed bumps on the road to home ownership by cutting out the middleman, making a fast, worry-free process. Visit mortgageright.com for all of the information. NMLS 2239. We start with this headline. Booze, exotic dancers, and lap dances during an undercover operation were at the center of a Tampa Police Department Citizens Review Board hearing on Tuesday night.
First suspect, Gronkowski.
Now, this goes back to something my old man told me years ago.
Okay. Best advice I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
I think the epicenter for strip clubs really began in Tampa, Florida. I think
Really?
the Mons was kind of the coup de grace of strip clubs.
You know what I love is that you and your old man were having a discussion of the origin of strip clubs.
Well, it came up. I traveled with him back in the 90s for a period when I was in college, and he traveled through Florida a lot, and he was just pointing out some of his regular haunts.
Yeah, I've been there.
So wait, you think your father thought that Tampa, Florida was the first place that anybody gathered to watch women take their clothes off?
No, I think, okay, so like certain places, Kansas City's infamous for barbecue, right?
Right.
I think Tampa was known for their strip clubs and cigars.
Yeah, I don't know that it was the first play. I mean, I think you'll probably find it in the Old Testament or something, right? But
well, I'm sure there was a cave back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We'll call it the booby cave or whatever you want to call it.
yeah, I wouldn't call it that.
Yeah, well, you know, they all have weird names, right?
I mean, Birmingham's a still town. I think Tampa was a strip club town.
But is there a better gentleman's club name than Wesley's Booby Trap? I mean, in the entire world, is that the best one?
I could find you another. What's the one in Alaska?
It's a good one, but it's
the Great
like
Alaskan Bush Company or something like that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's what it is.
Very comfortable.
But, so Spam, you kind of know what you're getting into. It's not going to be a high-quality filet.
Right.
I think Wesley's Booby Trap is kind of the same thing.
Probably so. I don't think anybody goes there looking for tens, but it is a phenomenal name. What is it? My wife and I are watching Ozark. She's never seen it. I've seen it through what we've got.
Oh, I can't remember.
Can't remember the name, though.
Lickety Split.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I laugh every time I see
one.
this sign.
And actually, they've got some talent.
I don't know.
Lickety Splits.
Well,
Never been. I'm just based on the
Well,
extras
Ruth
that
has
are up on stage.
rules with an iron fist.
She does.
I will tell you my Mons Venus story really quick is that it goes back to how bad I am at gambling. I forget which Alabama team it is, and I will not name names, but though I can name two of them off the top of my head. The night before an Alabama bowl game in Tampa, which is the early New Year's Day bowl game.
It used to be like 10 a.m. Central.
Yeah, but the night before, I'm in Mons Venus. They don't really strip, by the way, Lance. They are already out.
No, I think you've got to bring
they undress.
Honest to God, well, a couple of things about this, and I'll get more into the story. The last strip club I went to was the one we talked about on the Mystery Fifth Hour, me, you, and McLaren,
Yes.
2016 in Dallas.
Right.
I've never been to the Mons Venus, but I think it's topless only, and you have to bring your own bottle. And there's a 5-foot rule, I think.
You do have to bring your own bottle. There is no 5-foot rule, and there's no clothing at all. They walk around. There's no stripping. They are totally nude all the time. And the reason why they don't have to, they're topless is because they can't sell alcohol, because if they sold alcohol, they could be topless only.
So you saw two Bama players in there, and you went and bet on Michigan?
I saw 4 or 5, and whoever they were playing, I bet on them for the next morning, and Alabama boat raced them.
So it's like,
and one of the people that was in there had the game of his career.
Of course it is.
So Derek Jeter's living room, basically. Doesn't sell liquor. There's no 5-foot rule, and everybody's naked.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, by the way, plays great the next day.
Okay, so a Tampa police sergeant has been disciplined after an internal review over a so-called investigation at the Ybor City Strip Club. The Internal Affairs report says officers who went to the strip club gave conflicting reports as to what they were investigating. They got to know the dancers, but came up with no new leads.
Yeah, we got nothing out of it, Chief. We're back. We're going back tonight, though. We're going to find them.
We can't even agree what we're investigating.
Now, they say the undercover operation at the Gold Club in Ybor City cost the department about $421. Over 3 hours, an unspecified number of officers spent it on cover charges for drinks for themselves, dancers, and dancers for friends.
No one's surprised that the dollar figure came down to a single dollar bill, 421.
It was 421. Officer said, "No, we're going to have to add one to that."
Do you think strippers take Venmo now?
I bet.
They have the
QR code tattoo.
QR code on their belly.
Yeah,
Damn,
I've seen
dude.
worse tattoos.
Stay still, cinnamon.
I mean, one of the worst I ever saw was this chick, and it was for Miami and no, it was in Miami, Notre Dame, and
Alabama. Yeah.
And there were teepees set up in this place.
Right.
And it was run by the Russian mob 100%. But this one girl comes swinging out of the teepee and straight towards me, beeline, and she's got a full, like, it's almost at scale of cherries on her thigh.
Like,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
like the 2 cherries on the stem.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Symbolism, Brown. Symbolism. Anyway, each officer, according to this story, bought their own lap dance.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay, this one out of Pontiac, Michigan. A 31-year-old woman is recovering after she accidentally set herself and her car on fire this week while trying to kill bed bugs.
Oh.
I think you're doing it wrong.
According to Fox 2 Detroit, the woman was treated at the local hospital for second-degree burns caused by setting rubbing alcohol on fire inside of her vehicle in hopes of killing the bed bugs.
I probably killed them, to her defense.
Now, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office responded to a call Tuesday for a reported car fire about 1:40 p.m. When they arrived, deputies found the woman and discovered she had a panic attack after finding bed bugs in her car. In an effort to kill them, she poured the rubbing alcohol in the car and accidentally set it on fire.
That's a
2 things I have in my car always are a lighter and rubbing alcohol. Always.
Accidentally set it on fire, Rockstar.
And
does
bed
that,
bugs.
Does that burn clear too? Like when you watch the Indy 500, whatever fuel they use, like NASCAR, the fuel they use, the fire you don't see for a little bit, right? It burns so quick and so hot that there's no flame.
Invisible flame, yeah. Like you see the guy, the pit crew guy, he's like hitting his arm. What's he doing?
Well, I mean, rubbing alcohol is pure, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, have you guys had any encounters with bed bugs?
Yeah, I have not that I'm aware of.
I don't have any wood to
Your
knock on.
shoes look like wood.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just the wood color. Is that fair?
There goes your
You
cup.
two are the biggest knock on wood kind of guys I've ever seen.
Yeah, I am a knock on wood kind of guy.
Something happened. I can't hear myself.
Well, I hear you perfectly fine.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. All right.
I dropped my phone.
Yeah, I noticed. It
Smooth
hit the machinery.
Nobody noticed anything.
My shoes look like wood?
Well, they're because
No, I mean, they're wood color.
Oh.
Yeah. The closest thing to wood we've got right here on this
Oh,
makeshift set.
I got you some.
Well.
I can give you some wood.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Oh, I put my shoe back on?
No. Yes. Can you move your phone to the other side? Because if it drops down on the keyboard again, it's going to shut us down again.
Okay, so this one will get rock star. Loud chewing usually ranks pretty high on most people's list of annoying habits.
Correct.
But for one tenant living in a shared accommodation in West Sussex, the sound of their roommate eating was so infuriating that a fight broke out.
I wouldn't fight you, but it is annoying.
Well, you just get up and leave.
Yeah.
Now, police eventually had to be called to the address to break up the brawl on Monday. The inspector, Darren Taylor, called the, quote, somewhat tense situation out
this
on
is
Twitter.
somewhat tense.
Now, he wrote that 2 tenants in a shared accommodation, they're so uppity over there, aren't they?
Shared accommodation. They're roommates.
Yeah. They were reported to be fighting each other due to one of them eating their food too loudly. Now, after separating them, neither wanted to make any allegations apart from the food issue. Is it misophonia?
Misophonia.
Misophonia. You suffer from that, right?
Yes. Self-diagnosed. I don't know if I.
I'm willing to say you got it.
All right, listen.
Selective sound sensitivity syndrome. That is you.
There's some foods you can't help, right? You can't eat celery, Captain Crunch, or potato chips
Apple.
quietly.
No, apple's the worst.
Apple.
Well, when we used to do studio remotes, Dunaway, I'm gonna. Right
Oh
on you a little
no,
bit.
God, Rockstar, why are you doing this?
Great day to pick on Jim.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
see these headsets we have. They have these microphones.
Right.
So if we're on a break, I can hear everything they do in studio because your mics are on.
Right.
If we're in a break and I had a bag of potato chips, what I would do if I was there, I would do this. Watch this.
So I'm guessing
I would do that. I would do
Yeah,
that.
he's just that. Yeah, he's that
You got to
loud.
be kidding me if that's.
No,
Cause
I wouldn't
mean,
do that.
I would hear like I was inside that wrapper.
Look, with it right here, how could I put the potato chip here without getting under?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
bet there were kettle chips. Those are like the
exactly.
Yeah.
Or voodoo.
or the zaps.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was.
Yeah. But look, who else? Somebody had to stay on the headset for you. I was working for you, right? These two were somewhere else.
Could you see
I
this
stayed
going
on the
this way?
headset for you.
Yeah, 100%. I knew this was going
I was
this way.
taking the bullet for you.
So
That's right.
this syndrome that you suffer for, they say some other common triggers are the sound of sniffing, jingling coins,
Yes.
barking dogs, and the
Well-
sound of chewing.
Well, barking dogs, they can't control it. Like dogs don't know what they're doing, but if somebody popping a pin, they. See, it's not annoying when you do it. It's not annoying when I whistle because
That's right.
it's me. But when I hear you whistle, go ahead.
My dogs, the two little yappers in our house, love them to death. But another dog being walked in the neighborhood, which is almost every hour of every day, they go crazy inside. And they're jumping through the window trying to mark their territory, bark. Maybe they want to go play. I don't know what they're barking about, but they bark, and they're jumping into the window almost to get out.
I'm convinced as Jeff Bezos becomes a trillionaire soon that the Amazon vehicles 24/7, they are causing dogs to bark more than ever before.
I think that's probably right, yeah.
It's nonstop.
When do they start seeing those delivery drones?
And knowing him, he probably has a silent dog whistle making a sound as it drives through neighborhoods just to
let people know.
Yeah, he's like an ice cream truck.
He's an evil supervillain.
No, but somehow it makes us all awake, so now we've got to order more from Amazon. It's a cycle.
I think they could do more with their vehicle, too. Like, I think the FedEx vehicle looks better. So, by the way, I heard a FedEx driver got popped in Birmingham a couple of days ago.
Okay.
That did happen?
Yeah, road rage.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Oh, I don't know if it's – I don't think so.
Oh.
Anyway, so something in the news the past couple of weeks just –
I didn't know. I just heard he got shot.
a lot of people question the landing of the moon.
Right.
James Sr.
Yeah, one family member.
Didn't Jeff Bezos go to space?
He did. And so did Richard Branson, right?
Yeah, they touched it.
Are there any pictures of them in space?
Oh, gosh. Are you a flat earther, too?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's been a while since we landed on the moon. Are there any pictures of them?
I haven't seen them, no.
Bajillionaires going into space?
No.
They barely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think our fighter pilots fly higher
Dunaway,
than these people did.
I know, but Dunaway, you're telling me if you did that, you wouldn't take a selfie?
Yeah,
At least
I
a
definitely
selfie?
would. Yeah, I'd have video evidence.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
I'd be scared to death, Rockstar. If I'm strapped in, I'd be holding on, and I doubt I'd reach for my
You
phone.
do the timer.
Yeah, I mean, they were just a sliver over Mount Everest, right?
Yeah, I would have spent a little bit more money on a camera and had it constantly videotaping me and shooting me.
I'm just curious.
So I haven't paid attention. Has there been no video or pictures or anything?
I've seen the launch, pictures of the launch.
Yeah,
That's trash on the table.
That was erotic, by the way, that launch.
Yeah, the trash, always sponsored by our friends at Mortgage Right. If you're looking to purchase or refinance that home, you need to act now before those rates go on the rise. Our friends at Mortgage Right can make home ownership so simple for you. They cut out that middleman, ensuring a fast, worry-free process. Visit mortgageright.com to get started. That's the right way to do a mortgage. NMLS 2239.
And we love Mortgage Right. Thank you guys so much. And remember, August 16th, our first live show coming up as we move a few floors up to our new studio. We can't wait. Go download, like, subscribe, rate, and all that stuff.